Welcome back to the Utah Jazz MyLeague here on NBA 2K16. This is episode 16 of the Jazz MyLeague, and it is the opening night of Season 3. So, our Utah Jazz will be taking on the Detroit Pistons, but before we do that, the Jazz went out and signed a new point guard since we don't have Trey Burke anymore, and our backup is De'Aaron Fox, kind of as an insurance plan in case Fox doesn't work out. We went out and we picked up Shabazz Napier, the former UConn Husky, is now the third or second, kind of like Fox and him are kind of just sharing that second role. He's going to be our second/third point guard. So Shabazz Napier is now on the Jazz for a one-year contract. And now let's hop into a game against the Detroit Pistons. And here we are in Utah, opening night, Season 3. Or no, we're not in Utah. We are in Detroit, the Motor City, home of the Pistons. Starting five is Exum, Jackson, Hayward, Favors, and Gobert. For them, it's Jennings, KCP, Johnson, Ilyasova, and Drummond. As you can see right there, Hayward knocks in a three to start up the scoring for the Jazz, and then Josh Jackson getting his first NBA points on the layup, the first overall pick who was traded to the Jazz and is now our starting shooting guard. So Jackson finds Hayward, bang, 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 knocks down the triple, 8-2 is the score. Skip ahead here, 8-4 as Stanley Johnson finds KCP. He's blocked by Favors. Exum gets the pass up to Hayward, oop to Jackson, reverse slam. Jackson is going to be hella fun to use in this series, as Josh Jackson is super athletic, and I love super athletic players. As you see there, he dunks yet again. So Stanley Johnson now down low to Drummond, lays it down with force. 12-10 is the score now, only a 2-point lead, but the Jazz inbounded. Exum up to Gobert, he slams it down, back-to-back big man dunks. 14-10 is the score. Skip ahead here, same score, 14-10. De'Aaron Fox wide open at three, he'll knock down the triple, the former University of Kentucky product. So now 17-10. Little fadeaway mid-range. Favors misses it. Rebound goes to Gobert. He gets the putback. 9-point lead for the Jazz. 22-12 here as we skip ahead. Steven Adams down low. He gets the layup. 22-14 now. Jazz still in the lead. De'Aaron Fox passes back, finds Korkmaz for three. He misses it. Rebound goes to Jackson. Gives it up to Caldwell Pope, who gets the left-hand layup to go down in transition. 22-16 is the score. 27-16 now, just a 1-point difference from before, as Reggie Jackson spin move goes to the layup, lays it in. Very nice drive there for Reggie Jackson. 29-20 now later on. Korkmaz gets stripped by Morris, who takes it the other way in transition over to Caldwell Pope, shoots a three, and knocks it down. 29-23, and at the end of one, it's going to be 32 Jazz, 25 Pistons at the end of one as we hop here into the second quarter. 35-27, Jazz in the lead here. Jackson is found at three. He knocks it down, found by Jennings. 37-33 as we skip ahead here. Jackson drives, and Jackson tomahawk dunk leading in 39-33. Skip ahead here, 42-33 as Jackson drives. This time he gets a layup on the baseline. He is athletic. He is fun to use. He is definitely going to be a huge part of this team's success in the future. So, Ross misses the first three. Rebound goes to Favors. They kick it out to him for a second time. He knocks it down. Second time's a charm. Ross finds Fox. Moving three. Knocks it down. Or correction, that's just a long two. Apparently his foot was on the line. So Fox here finds Hayward. Drives to the rim. Slams it down with one hand. 10-point lead for the Jazz. 51-41. Skip ahead here. 51-44 as Fox finds Hayward. Shoots. Knocks it down for two. A long two. His foot was on the line. Now Hayward again. Dribble. Pass over to Fox. Misses. Rebound Favors. Kick out to Hayward yet again. Shoots. And he knocks it down. 56-46, 10-point lead for the Jazz. Skip ahead here as Reggie Jackson misses a three. Rebound goes to Favors, up to Fox, who's going to start driving. Give it over to Gobert, who slams it down with two hands ferociously. The Stifle Tower getting some offensive points there. So 58-48, 10-point lead as Reggie Jackson somehow makes that ridiculous spin around fadeaway shot. And at the end of one half, it's going to be 58 Utah Jazz, 51 Detroit Pistons here on opening night. Skip ahead here into the third quarter, 60-53 as Brandon Jennings takes a three, misses, rebound, goes to Drummond. He picks it up, slams it down, one hand, hangs on the rim for a bit, 5-point lead now for the Jazz. So then, Caldwell Pope misses the three, rebound goes to Jackson, he runs in transition, gives it up to Hayward, who lays it in. Gets it to go down, 62-55 is the score. Skip ahead here, only a 2-point lead for the Jazz, but then Gobert slams it down with two hands. 4-point lead now, 64-60. Same score as Myers Leonard finds Steven Adams for the mid-range bucket, gets the roll as well, 2-point game. 65-62, Jennings finds Leonard here on the baseline, knocks down the mid-range, and we're back to a 1-point game. Same score here, 65-64, as Korkmaz drives to the rim, slams it down, gets fouled as well, and one. So 69-68 here, 1-point game. Burks gets around his man with the crossover, lays it in. Beautiful move there by Alec Burks. So now 1-point game. Jennings finds Leonard, who lays it in, and makes it a Detroit Pistons lead, their first of the game. 1-point lead for them, as Exum, I believe that was Exum. No, that was Napier, finds his man down low for the slam. Pistons still in the lead here. Caldwell Pope knocks down the triple as they are just starting to extend their lead here. 6-point lead for the Pistons. So here's Jackson, finds Leonard for three, knocks that one down, just extending the lead even more. 84-79 now as Exum finds Korkmaz for the reverse alley-oop. 3-point lead now, cutting it down the lead. So Exum down low, finds Lyles, big man dunk. 3-point lead at the end of three. 86 Pistons, 83 Jazz. Their first lead of the game carried into the fourth quarter. So 86-83 still. Start off the scoring with the Pistons as Stanley Johnson gets a left-handed layup to fall. 88-83. Skip ahead here as it's only a 2-point game. Exum finds Hayward, shoots a three, knocks it down. Jazz back in the lead by one. Same score, 91-90, as Ilyasova misses a three. Rebound goes to Favors. Kicks it up to Jackson, who finds Hayward, slams it down with two hands, posterizes Reggie Jackson. 3-point lead for the Jazz. 1-point lead now as Stanley Johnson, wide open from three, knocks it down, and the Pistons are back in the lead, 95-93. 2-point lead for them as Jackson dunks it, ties it up at 95. About 5 minutes left in the fourth. Hayward finds Favors, who finds Jackson, drives past his man, slams it down, side tomahawk, and now it's a tie game at 97 as we skip ahead here. Jackson just runs past everybody, lays it in, and gives the Jazz a 2-point lead, 99-97, just going back and forth here. 101-97 now. Down low to Drummond, gets around his man, slams it. 1-point game here. Pistons only behind by one. Skip ahead here, 102-99, keeping it a 1-point game. 102-101. Pistons with the ball yet again. Jennings drives, layup, gets blocked by Favors. Gobert picks it up, gives it up to Jackson, who goes in transition. He slams that one down on the windmill, and the Jazz lengthen their lead. 1-point lead here is later on, though, and Brandon Jennings gets a steal, up to Caldwell Pope, layup, and the Pistons are back in the lead with 1:45 left in the fourth. 105-104, Pistons with the ball yet again. Brandon Jennings for three, knocks it down, extends the lead to a 4-point lead for the Pistons. And that would be their dagger, as the Jazz just would not be able to come back. The Utah Jazz drop on opening night to the Detroit Pistons by a score of 114-109 here in the Motor City. Motor City led by a bunch of double-digit scorers, namely Andre Drummond, who had a double-double with 18 points and 12 rebounds. Stanley Johnson had 15 points, so did Ilyasova, and Caldwell Pope, KCP. Reggie Jackson had 13 points with 8 assists, and Steven Adams even had double digits with 12 points. And so did Brandon Jennings and Myers Leonard as well. They also had double digits. On the Jazz side of things, they were led by Hayward and Jackson. Hayward had 26 points, 4 boards, and 6 assists. Jackson had 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in his NBA debut. And Alec Burks, 15 points. Rudy Gobert, 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks on the day. So with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Utah Jazz Basketball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
The sun is rising, most definitely. A new day is coming. Ooh, people are changing.